Hey guys, we are doing something crazy today.
We have the great pleasure of having almost a whole lineup of the Hot Ones hot sauces. And if you don't know what that is, that's a series on YouTube where a guy interviews celebrities while they eat hot wings. And here's the thing, they eat extremely hot sauces. And so what we're going to be doing today is me and Katrina are going to be interviewing each other, have some questions for each other while we eat our hot chicken.
Yeah, some funny questions and some serious ones. And guys, I don't know why I came up with this idea, but it was my idea, and I just must be going crazy from being in our house for so long. But we miss you guys, and I might regret this later.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely regret it later. But do we want to get started?
Oh gosh, I'm really nervous.
So we're gonna begin.
All right.
This is Tamaulipas. I think it's just gonna be like spicy chili.
Cheers.
Spicy oil.
Chicken's good. It is spicy.
And we have milk for the later ones. Because that is already kind of spicy.
Yep. It is. Like, the longer it sits in my mouth, the more heat I'm getting.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be crying by the end of this.
Yeah. And Brian ate the whole piece of chicken. Is that a standard we're setting?
I just don't want to touch my lips.
Yeah, it already did. And mine are little chaps, so here we go!
All right. So my first question is for Katrina. Very simple question. When did you accept Christ?
Oh. Well, I was raised going to church. I was raised as a Christian, baptized as a baby. My parents took me to church, and I went through confirmation when I was probably like in 7th grade at a Methodist church in my hometown. But I would say that the moment I fully felt like I took responsibility for my faith, like I had this realization that if God was important to me, it was up to me to have a relationship with him. It wasn't, my parents' relationship with him. It wasn't just the friends I made at church. It was me and God. And I had this realization when I got invited to a church camp in Kerrville, Texas, out in the hill country. And I just remember being in worship and having this feeling of God can do more with my life than I can. And my life would just have more significance if I lived it for him than if I just lived it for myself. And so, yeah, when I was this summer going into my freshman year of high school is when I officially said, I am doing this thing. I'm following Christ with all of me. All right, so a not so serious one. What is something that you can't do or you're just not good at?
Something I can't do.
Or something you're not good at. You've never been able to master.
I'm terrible at drawing, and I am self-conscious about it. So I feel like I should be better at drawing and all art stuff. I'm terrible at painting. Even like drawing the lines. Usually some stuff is going to get out of the lines for me. I think I'm too impatient for it.
Oh.
So maybe my real answer is patience.
Not good at patience.
Not good at patience.
All right.
Next chicken. This is the Scotch Bonnet. I've heard of a Scotch Bonnet pepper. Apparently very spicy.
Ooh, all the liquid pulled down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Ready?
I don't think I'd eat this one in bite.
No, it's a multiple biter.
Oh.
More flavor in that one.
There's some sweetness. I bet it's going to get spicier. But it's kind of sweet. There's the mustard.
Yep. Weird. It cooked in at like the same time.
Yeah, same time.
Sure is. It's not too bad yet, though. I can definitely talk through this one. All right, Brian, I'm coming at you. All right. What were you like in high school? And do you have any fun memories from them? Or maybe even just grade school in general. We can broaden it to be like all of school.
So, I think I definitely transformed. I am an introvert. Generally, I don't make friends super quick. I had a few great best friends like in elementary. And I know in elementary, I would almost say, at least especially early elementary, I was a teacher's pet. I literally did not miss a day of school until middle school. they recognized me as I graduated 5th grade for having perfect attendance all through elementary.
I was definitely the kid that was tardy every day.
But just jumping to high school, I don't remember this about me. I mean, this is a while ago. We were some of my old high school friends, and they talked about how I apparently would just yell all the time. And like there was a certain class, I want to say it was my senior year math class. But apparently, like, I would get there, before class would start, I would get on top of the desk and scream out loud. And I don't remember this, but other people talk about this. Maybe this was my introvertedness, trying to yell at people to say, stay away from me, but I don't know. That was me, part of me.
Yeah.
I also love football. And I was told that whenever I was on the football field, even when I was tackling someone, I was just always smiling or laughing. So I liked to
I would
not
say
hurt people, but
get your aggression out.
I enjoyed using my strength.
Okay, there you go. That's better. I would say that goofiness factor is still there in you, though.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely still a part
Should
of
we
it.
go to number 3?
All right.
I'm looking for this one. This is the hot Thai green sauce. I like Thai food. It's one of my favorite cuisines.
I do too.
Curry. Kind of sour. A little sour. In a good way, not bad way.
Tart would be the word.
Sure. And that one is definitely the least spicy of the first 3, I feel like, for me.
Yeah, I'm not getting... it's growing a little bit.
All right. Here's a very serious one, Katrina.
Okay.
Definitive answer to this question.
Okay.
Do aliens or extraterrestrials exist in our universe?
Oh.
Here's the official answer.
From me?
From Katrina.
From all my facts and knowledge that
Yeah.
I have in my brain? No.
All right, is that your brain answer or your heart answer?
I don't know. Honestly, it's not something I think about very often. I'm pretty earth focused. Or spirit focused. That makes sense.
I just know the universe is so big.
I know.
God created it all.
Credit it all.
And I don't know. It's just a lot of space for us to be the only life.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just don't think that there are...
But I also know
I feel
that
like there could be life, but not life that's as intelligent as us.
maybe.
I feel like we were designed specifically and uniquely.
Wait, it's all real. Star Wars is a biographical movie.
Biographical?
Yeah, like a documentary. Yeah,
Okay.
Star Wars is a documentary. So like George Lucas, the guy who made Star Wars, he's not from Earth. He actually brought it with them from this other galaxy long, long ago. So there you go. Aliens are real.
Well,
Shall we go to the next one?
yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm starting to get scared about this one.
Oh, is this number 4?
This is number 4.
Okay.
Very smoky.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Whoa.
also Scotch Bonnet. Oh, and ghost pepper.
Oh, that's spicy. Yeah, that's spicy.
I still feel like not as spicy as the first 2.
Really? Oh, no.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Yeah,
All right.
that's spicy. All right, Brian, you ready for a serious one?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is God to you, and what role does he play in your life?
So,
Oh, wow.
for the longest time, it definitely changes. Our relationship with God changes. It evolves. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh.
Chose the right time to ask this question. Why do I have less?
And especially when I first came to my faith.
Oh, my tongue's burning.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Psalm 23 was my favorite set of scripture. The Lord is my shepherd. That's how I always viewed God.
I'm a sheep. It's kind of what inspired this.
I'm a sheep, and I still definitely feel that way. My tongue is burning. It makes it worse when you talk.
How red are our lips?
And it's also, the story of the prodigal son is very similar to the sheep. It's worse when you talk. It really is.
My nose is running. Sorry, guys.
I think it's because the air touches your tongue and it makes it worse. I guess not as bad when I close my mouth. And there's a song by Josh Girls. Maybe we can post it with this video. Hopefully I don't get the song names mixed up, but it's called Farther Along. And it's basically, I'm crying.
Here.
It's basically a song version of the prodigal son. And how the father wants nothing more than for the son to come home. And even though the son left in a terrible way, really, whenever the son does come back, the father runs and embraces the son. And, oh my gosh. I feel like the role of shepherd and father, of course, they go very well together as a provider. And I feel like that's what I think about when I think about God, most of all, is he's a provider. He's provided for me in so many ways in my life. Whenever me and Katrina wanted to get into ministry, we didn't know what that looked like. We went into it kind of blind, but we knew that we wanted to be in the ministry, and everything along the way just fell into place, kind of miraculously. I mean, it was like, almost felt reaffirming that God was like, yes, we want you to be in ministry too. And so I feel like that's one of the strongest ways in my life that I have felt provided for.
Cool.
Should we go on? I'm scared. This is the bomb.
Oh no.
The reason why I tried this in the first place way back in the day is one of the top ingredients on it is orange juice. I thought it had pineapple, but I guess that was another one, different one. But it has orange juice, and I was like, oh, orange juice. It's going to be kind of sweet. This thing is vile and disgusting, and it should not exist. Sorry.
Are you going big or little?
I'm going big.
Really?
I've eaten every single one.
Oh, gosh. Wow. I have not. Sorry.
And so I'm terrified. Oh, it tastes disgusting. Like
Not
it's
good.
bitter.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's disgusting.
Oh, it's not good.
Uh-uh.
It's all stuck in my teeth.
Wow.
It's
It's my
hot.
turn to ask you a question?
It is your turn. Ask away.
All right.
Guys, I'm really sweating.
What has been your favorite moment as a youth director?
Mm.
Oh, gosh. Ugh. I'm gonna refill our milk glasses.
So I feel like I didn't answer that, please. Would you like me to just continue talking or we take a break? No, I need it. Oh gosh, Katrina. That isn't good. Oh, I think you're about to answer. Oh my gosh. You're so bad. Why is the milk making it worse? Why are we doing this? My tongue is sweating. Oh. Don't worry, we'll cut some of this out. Maybe just hold your tongue in it. Why is it so bad? Oh my gosh. Instant relief. But the second I stop, it just hurts again.
pick just a memory that's sticking out in my brain right now. We did this thing with some of our last kids, and we asked them to write just what they believed in on a note card. And they could put their name on it, but they didn't have to, and then they just gave them to us. And I remember this was pretty early on in youth ministry, probably towards the beginning. We had probably zero gauge of how well we were doing. We were just kind of blindly loving kids and telling them that Jesus loved them. And this was our first kind of feedback that we got. And we had a student who was a high school boy who was somewhat quiet, and we hadn't known him for very long. And on his note card, he wrote something about how he was starting to believe in God, and he knew that God loved him, and we could see that through the way that we were with him. And I just remember that being a really profound moment, because that was the first time it was like, wow, okay, maybe we are doing well, and that this is what we're supposed to be doing. Brian cannot focus at all right now. Yeah, so that was a good moment. A recent really great moment was we had a weekend retreat last weekend, and me and some high school girls were driving around in my car together, back and forth to different work sites and activities that we had planned for the day. And I introduced them this concept called a moment of vulnerability. And it's where you just kind of share something that you might not share normally, or that might be a bit of a stretch for you to share. And we just got into telling the most hilarious stories that were extremely embarrassing about ourselves, but we laughed so hard. I mean, I was crying more than Brian is currently from eating all this hot stuff. It was a really good moment too. We had great moments at camps. I don't know.
I know, it's hard to narrow it down. But now, let's go on to our next piece of chicken.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. I'm taking a little bite this time. This is the Widowmaker. I have a hard time believing it's worse than the bomb, but let's find out.
It's been a good 6 years.
Very good, 6 years. I got some on my lip. Like immediately, the bomb tasted way worse.
Yeah. This one's still bitter, kind of that tangy.
Back of my throat got it. But I think the bomb, dulled our taste buds.
Oh, in the back of my throat
back
too.
to your throat. I think the bomb is literally made to hurt you. And I think it does something with your taste buds.
No enjoyment in it at all.
My stomach's already starting to hurt. I can feel it already.
You did drink a lot of milk. All right. What is one of your favorite Bible verses or passages? And what does it mean for you personally?
This is easy because I just talked about this on Facebook. And we've talked about a youth group too last semester. Jesus and Zacchaeus. Luke 19, 1 through 10 is the interaction between Jesus and a guy named Zacchaeus. We don't know much about
Zacchaeus.
We don't know much about Zacchaeus. But what I love so much about that story is it shows almost a perfect picture of the order of salvation of someone coming to Christ, accepting Him, repenting, admitting of his sins, and fully committing his life to Christ. But it doesn't stop right there, because Jesus tells him, on this day, glory has been given to you. That the kingdom of heaven we often think about as something way in the future. Way in the future, but whenever we accept Christ, it starts right now in our life today.
Y'all know that, when you pull your lip down, that little seam, that skin connecting point, you know what I mean?
My back is hurting.
That part is hurting in my mouth.
Alright, so we do the last one.
Right.
This is the last dab.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Cheers. Last one, we did it. It already hurts. My mouth's already hurting.
Yeah. You go or me go?
You ask a question. Your turn.
This is my last question. Very serious one again. Who is your favorite youth?
What? No!
You have to answer it. This is the rules.
No, it's not the rules. I can't. No. No matter what, I lose at this question. Ask me another one. Come on. That was the real one?
That was my last question.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
That is a horrible question. No, not answering it. I'll just say this. You know who you are.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna get more milk and then I'll be right back and ask Brian his question.
I'm just gonna stare deeply into the camera so you can try and see my pain.
You know. I need some of your milk. I need some of your milk. I don't think you do. Huh? Are you serious?
What is a pet peeve of yours that you would make illegal if you could?
Not
My
using.
lips.
I think it's technically illegal, but not using your turn signals when you're driving.
He gets very impatient when he's driving and other people are not considerate drivers. I can definitely see that. If he asked me that question, oh man, hands down, it would be illegal to keep headphones in your ears while you're having a conversation with somebody. Oh man, that one gets me. Pet peeve of mine. If you're talking, take them out. That's it. Simple. My lips are burning.
Praise Jesus!
We love you guys. We miss you. We do this because we want you to be able to see our faces while we have been away in quarantine. But we will be back out on Wednesday for youth group, and we're really looking forward to it. And we love you guys, and we hope you enjoyed us making fools of ourselves and answering questions. And we'll give you an update on how we're doing tomorrow.
It won't be good. In the bathroom.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.